Hey, this is Dave Csanda with this week's BuzzBite Reports at anglingbuzz.com. We have a lot of reports from around the upper Midwest coming in from our guys in the field. For instance, Charlie Moore down in eastern South Dakota says the walleyes are pretty much done spawning, but the smallmouths are growing crazy out in those main lake rock flats using jerk baits. Even Brad Durek says that the catfish are starting to move on the upper Red River, and that's a little bit early for those guys. We cross over into Wisconsin and actually all throughout central and northern Minnesota. We have crappies and panfish pretty much in the bays. Some guys are catching them up shallow on bobber tactics in just this much water. Other guys are still finding them a little bit farther out on the weeds coming into the bays. Kind of depends on the lake location. Like Billy Rosner up at Lake Vermilion says those fish haven't quite come in yet. But yet more southerly locations, like on the Wisconsin River, guys are catching them quite shallow. Speaking of the Wisconsin, Justin Geike's been doing well on walleyes there. Now that area is open for fishing year-round, and so you can catch game fish, not just panfish there. In fact, lately he's been catching some nice pike, casting spinner baits. Up at Chequamegon Bay, Luke Kavacek has been casting little jigs for trout and salmon near the river mouths and getting ready for the smallmouth opener up there. And actually, as we get farther down into Wisconsin, getting a good number of reports from guys getting a lot of panfish. And over in Michigan, Ben Wolf, as always, is on the trout and salmon out near the harbor mouths and reports that there was a decent bite down at the Detroit River where it flows into Lake Erie to catch those big walleyes down there. So all in all, the bite is really turning on all across our region. So make sure you go out to our site here, check what our BuzzBite reporters in the field have to say. And coming up next week, we also have BuzzBite TV. Angling Buzz is going to be on television, Angling Buzz TV. Check out what our BuzzBite reporters there also have to say. And like I always like to say, whether it's on television or whether it's on the web, they're going to help you put more and bigger fish in the boat in the weeks ahead.